All right, what's going on, everybody? Yo, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Hood at Hoodfilms. I appreciate y'all coming to check us out. I wanted to talk to y'all real quick about this documentary that I see is on the way out, and it's an intriguing kind of idea. It's about dinosaurs. So dinosaurs is something obviously we know about since we were kids and whatnot, and all the impact that it's had on us as kids. So I wanted to chat about this real quick and see what you think about this documentary. So let's get to it. Let's cut it on and see what they got to say.
I think people love dinosaurs because they are big, they're bizarre, and they're extinct.
People are definitely fascinated by what they would have looked like, what they would have eaten, how they would have interacted with each other.
Dinosaurs are magical, mystical, amazing creatures.
There were giant animals like dragons that lived before mankind.
They walked in many of the same places where we walk today. But
Now, as we listening to this, they're convincing us that dinosaurs existed. I'm of the mindset that they did not exist. I believe that documentaries like these allow the people to believe that dinosaurs existed so that they can make documentaries like this and make money from the idea that dinosaurs existed. Now, the proof of dinosaurs existing is mostly white people finding dinosaur bones or fossils. So we haven't heard of it in the history of time, mostly other cultures finding dinosaur bones. So that's what sometimes it makes me kind of think, like, well, museums are owned by white people with all this stuff. So it's kind of like, do dinosaurs exist, or is dinosaurs just a hustle? Is it just a way to make money? Because if I can convince you something exists, then you'll be more entertained by what it is that I'm talking about, or me and people like me are talking about. As a creative person, you can create a storyline around any idea. So the idea is that dinosaurs exist. So let's get back to the comment section. You can tell me what you think in the comment section. If I'm crazy, dinosaurs do exist. You know a dinosaur right now. You seen one last week. Let's talk about it.
at the same time, there's so much we don't know about them.
You just start to wonder if these things existed, what else was alive millions of years ago?
Dinosaurs are just kind of everywhere. They're in kids' toys, murals, tattoos.
My name is Tony Compagna, and I am a dino addict.
Jurassic Park is the iconic pop culture version of dinosaurs.
It captured the imagination of the audience in a way.
And so that's another thing. You can see my theory right there in the movie Jurassic Park, which cost millions of dollars to create. Big director, he got his name popped out. 1993, they dropped this. I'm 19 years old. I'm looking at it. I can't believe it. It's so good. It's just so impactful. It's really dynamic as far as the graphics and the look of it. 3D and a computer-generated video. It was just the best. And so now you can see how dinosaurs have really triggered the mind of believability. You know, when I was a kid, they had a show on TV. It was black and white. It was like a TV, a sitcom, and it was called Lost in Space. They even had a cartoon that was out called The Jetsons. So this is how you was entertained. But when it was about black movies, it was like the good times. They was in the projects. So it was like, well, damn, how they get to be out of space. It make you want to see that. It make you want that to have that experience. I remember being a kid saying, I'm going to be an astronaut when I get big. And then I remember I was about 11 years old or 12 years old, they rolled the TV into our grammar school. We were all like kids watching, they put the TV in there, put the little I guess it was a VHS back then. And they put it on a tape and they rolled this. Oh, no, it was on regular TV. So they brought it into it, like Channel 7 or whatever. And then in this video, they were going out of space. The shuttle was leaving. I forgot, 85, 84, whatever year that was. And then the shuttle crashed and blew up. It didn't crash, it just blew up as it was going up. And as I told my wife and anybody that ever watched that YouTube video, it turned into a Y as the trajectory of the explosion. And I remember sitting in the classroom saying, are they trying to make me not go be an astronaut because my first name is Yusuf, which starts with a Y? I'm a little kid in the classroom. So by the time I told my wife that story, she actually had the same experience at her school, where they drug the little TV in there and showed us this shuttle blowing up. So we kept thinking about, why would they show that to little bitty kids? Like, we grown now. And it was like they were teaching us and training us not to want to be an astronaut. Because if you're intrigued and it will make you seek that, then you're going to learn if it's real or not. So if they really went out of space, if it's really out of space, then you're going to learn that because you're going to seek this since you're a kid to adulthood. But if you see the explosion happen, this might deter that trick. And you might not be wanting to be an astronaut, which I didn't. I became a filmmaker. So really, when I say about the dinosaurs, that's what, again, it intrigues my mind. Like, did dinosaurs really exist, or is this just a good way to make money? Because most people are going to be intrigued by the idea of a dinosaur existed. They got big, all these museums, they got all these movies. It's like, they had to exist. But, or is it just really a good hustle? Because nobody ever seen a dinosaur. It wasn't in none of the Bibles, it was not in the Qurans, or none of those kind of books. So is it really a thing that existed? But, I mean, we live on this earth. Your imagination could make you assume that it was larger, our animals, even as large as dinosaurs on this earth. But where's the proof that we can say it's true? I don't know, so I had to ask you guys what you think. So let's get back to the doc.
That hadn't been done before.
They really changed the public perception of dinosaurs, and that has hugely benefited paleontology.
When I find a dinosaur, it's a pretty incredible feeling. It's a huge adrenaline rush.
This bone right here was laying right on the edge of a cliff.
Literally, you can't walk without stepping on eggshells and chunks of eggs.
We have teeth, footprints, claw marks, everything you possibly need that could indicate allosaurs were feeding on some large animal here.
New data and new interpretations give us new ways of seeing things, better ways of understanding.
Molecular paleontology is a young science, but it's really going to take over paleontology.
CT scanning is providing us this amazing.
That's the first time since I was a child. The very first time since I was a child, I saw a black person on here, and she's almost mixed race. But the reason why I'm saying that is because since I was a kid, there was never a black person around spewing this information or even confirming it or even saying they seen a dinosaur or even was brushing the dirt off a dinosaur. I haven't seen it on TV, and I'm a TV fanatic. I haven't even seen it online. So this young lady is probably the absolute first time I've seen somebody with association with fossils and, the Jurassic World. So that's why I'm kind of intrigued by it all. But they say they found this stuff on the side of mountains and dirt. And I mean, we live in a city, I guess it's covered up with grass and cement and roads. So where is this stuff where these dinosaurs hung out? Is it only in Arizona kind of stats and places where it's like these mountains and whatever, these hills and shit all out there? Because I just don't know how real all this stuff is. But I do see the documentary. I think it's going to make me want to watch it just to see how factual or any information that they got coming out. Did it really happen? So it's just really crazy. But I'm going to let it play a little bit more.
Glimpse into dinosaur fossils that we've never really had before.
Paleontology is always the first science that any kid is exposed to. They might not go into paleontology, they could go into health sciences or engineering or anything else.
The study of paleontology and dinosaurs in particular is extremely relevant to the issues, the crises that we are facing as a society.
There is something about dinosaurs that is humbling for us. We are part of this massive ecosystem, a family of living things.
Dinosaurs are the ultimate symbol of prehistoric life. They allow us to understand that life on Earth is temporary.
How can you dominate the world so completely and then lose it?
And what does that say about our own success?
So that's why I want y'all to see, man. Do you think dinosaurs really exist? Are these people crazy? Did dinosaurs really pop out here? Are you going to check this dinosaur movie out? It's called White Dinosaur. Looks like it's going to be on PBS when they do drop it. I wanted to really talk about it because I like dinosaurs. I like outer space. I like all of those intriguing things like the Mariana Trench, things that you can't see necessarily with your own two eyes, but you really wonder do they exist. So let me know in the comment section about this if you think the dinosaurs are here, outer space is really real, did they go to the moon? Are they really finding these bones so intact that they can really build out a dinosaur from scratch? So let me know what you think, guys. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. It's your boy Hood, and I'm signing right off. Peace.